Hi, in this video I will show you how I replaced the front sway bar link on a 2014 Kia Rio. When I tested the vehicle on a bumpy road, I could hear a small clunking noise coming from the front left wheel side. Back in my garage, I parked the vehicle on an even ground and I engaged the parking brake. Because the front wheels were evenly positioned, there was no noticeable torsion force applied to the front sway bar. It means that there was almost no tension or compression force transferred to the sway bar links. Even though the car was still on the ground, I had a limited access to the lower bar stud. So I positioned my arm under the vehicle to grab and wiggle the lower section of the sway bar link. Luckily, I was able to feel a small play between the lower bar stud and the sway bar link socket. It was probably the cause of the noise. Next, I blocked the rear wheels and I loosened the lug nuts of the front wheel. After, I jacked up the front left side of the vehicle to remove the wheel. This is a sway bar link attached to the strut and the sway bar. To ease the removal of the nut, I sprayed some lubricating fluid on the threads of the studs. I also brushed the threads with a small wire brush to remove some dirt and corrosion. When the front left wheel was lifted over the ground, the strut assembly was applying a downforce to the sway bar link. But when the complete front side of the vehicle is jacked up, there is no torsion force applied to the sway bar, so it is easier to wiggle and find the loose ball stud. Personally, if I only have one sway bar link to replace, I prefer to simply compress the strut with a scissor jack to untwist the sway bar and save some time. The threads were in good condition, so I tried a small impact tool to undo the nut from the ball stud. Luckily, it went well. When the nut was removed, I loosely put it back to secure the sway bar link. To prevent the ball studs from spinning when they are installed or removed, the parts are made with wrench flats to keep them stationary. They can also be made with a hexagonal recess at the end of the stud. These features can be used with a wrench, a hex bit, or pliers to hold the ball stud while undoing or tightening the nut. Then I removed it and checked it on the workbench. Surprisingly, there was only a minimal play between the lower ball stud and the socket joint that probably caused the chunking noise on bad roads. Anyway, the part was defective, so I bought a new one. The part was not OEM, but it was fully compatible with the suspension system. A good point about the new ball studs was the fact that they were manufactured with wrench flats and also hexagonal recesses. First, I fitted the lower ball stud in the sway bar hole. Then I partially fastened the nut by hand. Next, I adjusted the position of the strut bracket to insert the upper ball stud. When the second nut was partially fastened, I used a hex bit socket and a wrench to tighten the upper nut. To tighten the lower nut, I only used a ratcheting wrench. Finally, I tightened the two nuts to specs. This was the final result. Next, I removed the scissor jack and I refitted the wheel. When the lug nuts were safely tightened, I removed the jack stand and I lowered the vehicle. Then I tightened the wheel lug nuts to specs and I removed the wheel chocks. Later, I tested the vehicle on a bumpy road and it confirmed that there was no more clunking noise. Sometimes it is difficult to know where the clunking noise is coming from, so it is important to listen closely, inspect and wiggle some parts to find out what is the cause of the problem.